Chap it up. Let's chap it up a little bit in a little locker room talk. You see, I learn something everywhere. Everywhere you go, you should have a notepad taking notes. One of the biggest failures in life is groupthink. Now, I'm a member of organizations. I love my fraternity. I'm a member of the Army. I most certainly love the Army. I'm a member of a culture. I most certainly love the black culture. I'm a member of a wider culture, the American culture. I love the American culture. However, comma, full stop, groupthink is a problem. Anytime that you're in any organization and all you do is follow suit, you won't last very long. Because the strongest person knows how to find his way in any organization to ensure they don't lose themselves. No, let me say that again. Because sometimes I think the people in the balcony can't hear me. You know, one of the saddest things is to see grown men just following along like sheep because the organization that they are part of say they have to be like everybody else. We're talking about men with families. We're talking about men who have responsibilities. We're talking about people who absolutely need to learn to think for themselves. You see, I love being different. No, I didn't try to be different. I made a determination that I was going to be different. Every time everybody talking the same talk, I throw in a little God's advocacy for that. Not devil's advocacy, God's advocacy. And I talk to the people and ask them, why are you the same? Why are you following suit? Why are you going to lose your life, your career, and everything you work for so these bunch of people can like you? I know. You have on their letters. You're in their affiliation. And you just want to be like with your grown married self with children and leaders in your respective organizations. I know it feels comfortable like that. But you're doing yourself an extreme disservice when you're like that. You actually, when you go home, you know you probably should have stood up against some foolishness. You probably should have stood up against some people who are just everybody trying to get along like they in high school. I'm not asking for you to be confrontational. That's not what I'm suggesting here. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm saying is, if it doesn't feel good to you because it's outside your values, then maybe you should stand up for yourself. Maybe you should speak up for yourself. Maybe you should do the same thing that you're telling your kids to do. Oh, won't you be a leader? Don't be a follower. And your big old grown tail, as my grandmother used to say, she didn't like to cuss, so she didn't say asbestos. She said, with your grown tail. Why don't you stand up for yourself? You see, this that group think, that sheep-like mentality that leads people to the slaughter. And you see people getting in trouble all the time, and then they don't want to take accountability. Well, when I tell you I'm a grown man, that don't mean that my age, because I'm 57, and I love being 57. When I tell you I'm a grown man, the decisions I make are for me, not for my organization, not for some affiliation, not for some likability. The decisions I make are for me. Chop it up. You know what I'm about to do next. Now that's a doggone great decision. 0522 done, son. While everybody's sleeping, I'm freaking training because that decision is for me. Not what everybody else thinks. Don't let that go over your head. Have a great Tuesday.